Unfiltered.
I'm not sold. I'm sorry.
Unapologetic.
I'm not trying to talk about him.
Unlike anyone else.
But knowing y'all
will probably make me.
This is the Stephen A. Smith Show.
Bravo! Bravo! Welcome to the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you as I love to do every weekday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over the airways of Sirius XM. Mad Dog Sports Radio. Number to call up as always is 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. That's 888-623-3646. You are listening live to the Stephen A. Smith Show, Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. To send in your voicemail messages at Get Serious, just go to SiriusXM.com/GetSerious to send in those voicemail messages. That's SiriusXM.com/GetSerious to send in your voicemail messages. Got a jam-packed show coming your way. You saw me applauding. You saw me clapping. Because I don't know if y'all noticed or not. Did y'all know that the Dallas Cowboys just beat the Super Bowl champions? Did you know that? Did you know that? Because let me tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. Watching television this morning, listening to people talk about the Cowboys, that's who they did. It wasn't the Philadelphia. The Las Vegas Raiders won the Super Bowl championship. I thought it was the Philadelphia Eagles. My bad. I thought Jalen Hurts was the Super Bowl MVP, not Geno Smith. I thought that you know what? That Saquon Barkley was doing his thing for the Philadelphia Eagles en route to winning the Super Bowl championship, not Ashton Genty, who was at Boise State. That's what I thought. I mean, if you listen to people last night, if you listen to people this morning talking about the Dallas Cowboys, that's who they beat. We want to sit up here and rave until the cows come home about how great the Dallas Cowboys were. Look, y'all. I mean, they beat the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders are so bad. I hate mentioning Tom Brady's name because it's an automatic association with something below mediocrity for the greatest player ever, the 7-time Super Bowl champion. I mean, it's you got to stop the presses. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, you would have thought. Listen, Mike Greenberg for ESPN's Get Up. Being a host is not easy. Many people can do it well. But there are few that are so exceptional, they're an institution. I always felt that way about Mike Greenberg for ESPN's Get Up. But never have I felt that way more than I felt this morning. I mean, when you listen to him talk about the Dallas Cowboys, you would have thought that they beat the Philadelphia Eagles last night. That they trounced them, 33-16, that they ran roughshod over them, that Quinnen Williams, the new acquisition from the New York Jets, who had about 1 sack all year long, had a sack and a half last night with 5 quarterback hits. You would have thought that the Dallas Cowboys beat up on the Philadelphia Eagles, that you know what, they rolled up in the Lincoln Financial Field and just trounced the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. That's how Greeny sold it. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. You forgot. I mean, I literally had to look at the schedule and go back. I watched the damn game, y'all. I watched the damn game, okay? And I literally had to do a double take and go back to the television screen and make sure that I looked again to ensure that it was the Raiders that I was watching getting trounced by the Dallas Cowboys, because you would have thought that it was the Baltimore Colts, that it was the Philadelphia Eagles, that it was the Los Angeles Rams or the Seattle Seahawks or the New England Patriots or somebody, not the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, that's how they were talking about the Dallas Cowboys this morning. It was beautiful. And I can see Dallas Cowboy fans everywhere right now. I can see them everywhere. No, we won Super Bowl this year, bro. No, we won Super Bowl this year, bro. You see them, we coming. You can see it. This is what they do. Doesn't bother me at all, because I'd rather you fall off a cliff than a curb. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, nothing pleases me more. I don't root against Jerry Jones. I don't root against CeeDee Lamb. I don't root against George Pickens. I don't root against Dak Prescott of them, but I do root against the Dallas fan base. Because, boy, that's a nauseating, disgusting fan base that never takes a second to smell their own stench. Every day, we go win Super Bowl next year. We go win Super Bowl next year. And they ain't won in 29 years. Okay? They're in 10th place in the NFC right now. Okay? The Eagles are ahead of them in the NFC East. The entire NFC North has a better record than them practically. Well, maybe not Minnesota now because they're 4-6. But Green Bay, Detroit, and Chicago do. Okay? You got the Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers in the NFC South. They're ahead of the Cowboys. And damn near the entire NFC West. Well, really not the Cardinals, because the Cardinals are 3-7, but they beat the Cowboys. I mean, you simply cannot make this up. But this is where we are right now with the Cowboys. They got people loving them. They got people looking at them now. And listen, Cowboys offense is legit. That's a Super Bowl caliber offense. With Dak Prescott having CeeDee Lamb and Pickens and Ferguson to throw the ball to, with Williams running the football effectively, with supplementary parts like Tolbert and others coming off the bench and doing what they're doing, Dallas's offense is no joke. And Brian Schottenheimer is not slouchy. So much love and respect. Much love and respect to the Cowboys offensively. Defensively, you've got Overshown back. You got Williams in there. You got Logan Wilson that you just acquired as well. You got Deron Bland back there. I'm looking at the Cowboys right now. Could they make some noise? Yeah. But these next 3 weeks going to tell us something. You got Philadelphia, you got Kansas City, you got Detroit. How many of those games the Cowboys are winning? I'm just asking. How many of those games are the Cowboys winning? Inquiring minds want to know. Because you got to do something. To me, the Cowboys have to win a minimum of 6 of their final 8 games. Or 6 of their final 7. Period. You got to win it. The only way the Dallas Cowboys got a chance is if they win 6 of their final 7 games. They don't do that, it's a wrap. They got to win 6 of the final 7. They got to win 2 of these 3 against Philadelphia, Kansas City, and Detroit. This is their season. Plain and simple. Ain't no way around it. Do you believe in them? Do you believe in them? I want to know. 888 Mad Dog 6 is the number to call up. It's 888-623-3646. You're listening live to the Stephen A. Smith Show, Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. Do you believe in them? Now, Dak Prescott, he's in the MVP conversation, even though he ain't going to win it. We'll see what happens with that. Philadelphia, their offense has been suspect, but they have won 24 of their last 27 games. All they do is win. That's what they do. I saw A.J. Brown catch 7 receptions for 49 yards. That ain't nothing. I saw Devontae Smith catch 1 reception for 5 yards. I saw Saquon Barkley average 3.2 yards per carry. And the Eagles still won the damn game. Because you got a defense that has stepped up, that's handling their business, courtesy of Howie Roseman, who went out and got this Cat Phillips from Miami, along with a couple of other pieces that are making their presence known. You still got Jalen Carter being a stud. Am I worried about the Eagles this weekend? Sure, because their offense has been anemic, number one. And number two, I'm also looking at the fact that Lane Johnson is out. And if Lane Johnson is out, where's your protection? If you are Jalen Hurts. Dak Prescott had a lot to say, particularly about the team playing with confidence and why he thinks they can make a run. Let's hear what he has to say.
We just came out with a different intensity. Obviously, we made some changes and got some additions over the bye week and through the trades, and that just brings a different level of confidence to every man on this team, and I think it just showed tonight. The confidence that these men have, the way that we played tonight, just the brotherhood. I said we've been tested, right? And our brotherhood's been tested, and it's time for us to make something and answer that challenge and show the world what we're about and show the world our true brotherhood, and that's going to be honoring Marshawn with our effort and the way that we play each and every snap. And
today, Cowboys Nation, we are stepping into something bigger than football, bigger than a single game, bigger than standings, records, or statistics. We are stepping into the heart of a franchise that has lived under the brightest lights for decades, and somehow those lights are about to get even brighter. Because whether the national media wants to admit it or not, the Dallas Cowboys are officially the center of the NFL universe again. And this time, the spotlight is not just on the field. This time, the cameras are rolling behind the scenes, inside the locker room, inside the film sessions, inside the pressure, the doubt, the expectations, and the fire that is building inside this team. The official trailer for Hard Knocks in season with the NFC East has finally been released, and once again, America's team is taking center stage. The Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants, the Commanders. 4 teams, 1 division, 1 long history of rivalry, disrespect, blood, sweat, heartbreak, and pride. And now, all of it is about to unfold on HBO in real time for the entire world to witness. But here's what nobody is saying loudly enough. This is the perfect moment for the Dallas Cowboys. The timing is exactly right, because the national narrative has been swirling all season long. The slow start, the inconsistency, the heartbreak games, the noise, the pundits screaming that Dallas has finished, that the season is slipping away, that there is no path forward. And while the talking heads love to bury this team every Monday morning, the Cowboys were quietly changing everything behind the scenes. The roster was retooled, the defense was rebuilt, injured stars returned, and after years of being under the microscope for the wrong reasons, this time the cameras will catch a team finding itself again. And that is exactly why this Hard Knocks season is different. This isn't training camp. This isn't the off-season. This isn't a feel-good summer series full of rookie dreams and emotional cuts. This is the real thing. This is the grind of December football, where every snap is life or death, where every drive determines a season, where every mistake could cost you a playoff berth, and every heroic moment could revive a franchise. And of course, HBO chose the NFC East because whether you hate the Cowboys or love the Cowboys, you cannot deny the truth. The NFC East moves ratings, it moves emotion, it moves passion, and Dallas is the anchor. No team in the league draws attention like the Cowboys, and now fans are getting a front row seat to everything. Let's talk about the trailer itself. The tone is dark, cinematic, dramatic. The narration from Liev Schreiber paints this division like a battlefield, with old scars and new wounds. The shots of Dak Prescott staring down the camera don't look like a quarterback defeated. They look like a quarterback preparing for war. CeeDee Lamb walking through the tunnel with that cold focus. George Pickens stretching his hands like he's getting ready to rip a one-hander out of the sky. Brian Schottenheimer addressing the team, demanding accountability and effort after a season of adversity. Even the quick flashes of Malik Hooker and Overshown returning to the field show a team rebuilding its identity in real time. The Cowboys do not look beaten, they look dangerous. And while the trailer highlights the division as a whole, the storyline for Dallas is the most compelling. You can feel it. You can sense it in the editing, in the clips they chose, in the music swelling behind those locker room moments. This isn't a team going through the motions. This is a team fighting for a playoff push, fighting for respect, fighting to prove that all the early season doubt was premature. Because let's be honest, every major outlet has had something to say about the Cowboys this year. ESPN, Fox, NFL Network, everywhere. The favorite topic is always, are the Cowboys finished? Can the Cowboys still make a run? Is Dak Prescott still capable of carrying the team? Is this defense good enough? Did the front office do enough to fix what was broken? And now HBO is about to show the world exactly what's happening behind those questions. But here's the part I love. The Cowboys finally have the roster to back up the storylines. The front office made bold decisions. They didn't sit back and accept mediocrity. They went out and brought in Quinnen Williams, one of the most dominant interior defensive linemen in the league. They brought in Logan Wilson, a tackling machine with intelligence and range that immediately elevates the entire second level. They got Overshown back. They got Hooker back. They got Revel back. The defense that struggled early is not the defense we're about to see on Hard Knocks. The defense shown on screen will be the version of Dallas that has speed, physicality, and attitude. The version that actually gives this team a shot to win games in December and January. Look at the timing. The cameras rolled in just as Dallas rebuilt the spine of its defense. And for fans, for the entire NFL audience, this is going to change the conversation. I guarantee it. Hard Knocks has the power to shape public opinion overnight. And the Cowboys are about to be portrayed not as a broken team, but as a team fighting, clawing, adjusting, growing, and believing again. Even HBO executives said it clearly. No shortage of star power. Do you know what that translates to? Dallas front and center. The world tuning in for drama, but staying for football. The locker room energy, the leadership, the comeback arc. And here's something else the trailer doesn't show yet, but every Cowboy fan knows. This team still controls its own narrative. There is still a path. There is still math. There are still games left against playoff teams. And the truth is, Dallas has been in this position before. This franchise is used to noise, pressure, doubt, and cameras. This is the perfect environment for the Cowboys to rise. Let's talk about the bigger picture. HBO didn't just choose any division. They chose the NFC East because it's historic, it's emotional, it's the home of some of the biggest rivalries in sports. And what team anchors that history? What team draws the most passion from both fans and haters? The Dallas Cowboys. Hard Knocks knows what the NFL knows. When the Cowboys are relevant, the league is bigger, louder, more dramatic, and more profitable. So now the entire world will see, step by step, what this team is made of. The adversity, the mistakes, the growth, the adjustments, the leadership Dak Prescott talked about after their most recent win. When he said this team came out with a different intensity, when he said the trades and additions brought a new level of confidence, when he said they're answering the challenge and honoring their fallen teammate with every snap, that's the story the cameras will capture. Cowboy fans are going to eat this up. The rest of the league is going to pretend they don't care, but they'll watch every episode. And the narrative will shift from the Cowboys are finished to the Cowboys are dangerous again. Because that's exactly where this is heading. The return of Dallas, the resurgence, the rise. And when the playoffs get closer and these Hard Knocks episodes begin dropping every Tuesday night, every highlight, every sideline moment, every fiery speech is going to fuel something inside this roster. That kind of visibility motivates, unites, and challenges a team. And the Cowboys are stepping onto that stage at the perfect moment. So Cowboys Nation, get ready. The world is watching. The division is watching. The league is watching. HBO is about to show the true identity of this team, and it's coming at the moment when Dallas is finally rebuilding momentum. These next few weeks will define the season, and Hard Knocks will capture every second of it. And in the end, everything points to one conclusion. The Cowboys are not done. They're not collapsing. They're not fading away. They are building towards something real, something powerful, something that this fan base has been starving to see again. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe this Hard Knocks run will ignite the Cowboys? Do you believe this team can finish strong and push into the playoff race? Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure you subscribe to Cowboys Nation Report so you don't miss a single update as the cameras roll and the season unfolds.